Hey folks, it's Jim. It's Thursday night. I am just updating my videos and stuff just to show you progress and to get ready to go to bed here. But I just wanted to show you the sprints here. Had a good night, even though it was kind of a slow start. I'm starting to feel the last week or so, not just because of the writing, but also because of just life in general. And starting to wind down here, but you can see we're getting so close. So 3 more sprints today. Oh, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Hope you had a good night. 3 more sprints. Started, like I said, started kind of slow, but picked up speed at the end there. Got a good scene in. Basically focused on the big climax for the book and got a lot of good stuff done. You can see 3,800 words, so a little below pace, but hey, still over my goal. Almost 70,000 words in. I'm estimating about 5 days left to write it, 7 hours. So I figure by probably Tuesday or Wednesday, the first draft will be complete, or at least mostly complete. What I'll need to do as soon as I finish the last chapter, I'll need to go through and do one big pass from beginning to end. I'll read it, and then if you look at the outline, you can see that all of these chapters that say in progress are chapters that either have typos that need to be cleaned up, or some notes that need to be fixed, or like in these early chapters, they just need to be beefed up a little bit and to go to what I consider the complete stage, and then I'll start the editing process. But as you can see, the 60 chapters that we're estimating to have for the book are getting filled in, and I'm down to, I think, 12 or 14 chapters left to write. So that means that the end is definitely in sight. I have all but 5 pretty clearly marked as to what needs to happen, and I think just by writing those, 7 or 8 chapters, I'll figure out what has to fill in here. So if you look at the cork board, oh, and I have to send a special shout out to Andre. He's been following along, and he's also using Scrivener, and he reminded me how to put the label text on the cork board. So if you go up to View, corkboard options, and hit the Show Status Stamps piece, that'll turn the status on and off. And I think it works that way in both PC and Mac versions. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's how it works. So if you just click that on, you'll see the progress there, and you can change that status, of course, just like you can in the outline version. Change it here if you want, or you can change it over here. But I tend to prefer the corkboard mode. So what this means is now that I can see this text on the cards now, that means I don't have to keep flipping back and forth between the corkboard and the outline mode to see at a glance which chapters I've finished and which ones still need to be worked on. So you can see that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. This needs to be deleted. So there's 8 chapters that I know what's going to happen that I need to write, and there's 5 down here that I haven't quite allocated yet. So we're getting close to the end of having a full book outlined, and I'll have to go back to the Libby Hawker notes to see what pieces of the plot I'm missing, but I think it's all pretty much in place. It's just going to be a bit of rewrite to do to make things a little tighter. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think just wanted to show you the labels on the cards. Thanks again, Andre. Really appreciate it. And just want to show you that the process, or that the progress is coming right along. We're closing in on the end here. Like I said, we've got like 14, well, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah, 14 chapters left to write. And so you figure that's at least 14 sprints. So that's about 5 days. Right, 15 sprints in 5 days. So yeah, so this is right about right. So we're getting close, which is really exciting. And I think I'm gonna. I think lesson learned here is that because I'm writing at such a high pace of speed, and I'm just blowing away my goal here for book 2 starting in April. I'm thinking I might cut down to 2 sprints a day and just pace myself a little bit. Take that extra half an hour to sleep or to read a little bit more, or do something else that's not pounding away on the keyboard, just to keep my body and my brain healthy and active so that I can get going here, and knowing that I've got book 2 and then book 3 to write as part of this challenge. So well, it's still a long way to go, but we're getting close to a third of the way there, so that's pretty exciting. So I think that's about it for tonight. So I hope things are going well for you. I hope you're having fun writing if you're writing, and if not, I hope you're recharging your batteries and enjoying this crazy journey. So I will wish you a happy and safe remainder of St. Patrick's Day. You've got 8 minutes to get your drink on if that's your thing. So have a good night and happy writing.